we'll see a squad from the back. The Northern Illinois Huskies taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense will have the ball first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how's the guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
Northern Illinois right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Off the play fake. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Huskies are moving quickly down the field.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So Oregon's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that, and you start to build on it for this offense, and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Quick release by the QB. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Myers. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Use the play fake. Now the throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back gets to give. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Meyer. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run the toss. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
This offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. So they've gotten it right on the doorstep. Couldn't get it in via the air last time. Here's 3rd down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make the first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. QB draw. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play.
Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Oregon! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Zings it complete to the right, inside the 35. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Got his man down the middle. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. The official says no good. Couldn't find a way to draw closer. Still an 18-point hole. Oh,
man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Offense changing the play. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Takes the handoff, it's Lewis. He has the first and still on his feet. Turning it on! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Opening play of the drive from the 39. He might want another play. Under fire. Finds a man by himself. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. Oh, that may be in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. To the ground with the back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He's got it. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Just keep slinging it. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
First down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Huskies will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The throw. Punts it out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Lewis. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Jones wants to throw it. He's got his man.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Got his man quickly. The Ducks are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's complete on the right side. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lewis. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. That is no good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Oregon has it back in here. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
Yeah, and that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oregon Ducks. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Beavers will put toe together to crank us up. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oregon's offense will come out first. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, they just caught fire early, and Oregon State couldn't put the fire out. They had no answers. Every possession Oregon had, it seemed like they were going up and down the field. So a big challenge for Oregon State in this one is to try to get off to a great start.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a gap. It's Perkins. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that comes to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Reads it, fires complete. Breaks into the open. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26, it'll be 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Beavers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
finds a room to throw that one in there. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on third down. That was a completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Beavers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He'll try the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Looking left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete to the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Beavers want to move quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got it in the middle. It's Tyree. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. It's complete. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? A
know everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires left. Got it! He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. The Beavers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
Oregon State, 14. Oregon, 10.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small.
There he goes. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And the Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving, looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Oregon, 17. Oregon State, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Can't get him to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Beavers moving quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. The Beavers send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. The Ducks have it in scoring position on first and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Oregon State, 14.
He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Made him miss again. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Looking to throw on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Beavers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Touchdown, Ducks! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4. The Beavers are in the hurry up. Wants to fire on second down. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Working that left side. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on second down. A strike downfield. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. They're down to the 20, first and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pulls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Back to throw time, running short in the half. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Bringing the heat. Hauls it in. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. They'll go to the air. Just gets rid of it before the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Ducks and Beavers. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Oregon and Oregon State plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Beavers want to crank the tempo. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Get it out on the screen. Runs through a tackle. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. And the Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll take it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now, here's second and long. Trying to beat him to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Ducks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Now on third down after that run. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Going up top. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Handoff from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll... to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in.
Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Ducks will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the ball comes to rest right there. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Beavers in the hurry-up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Beavers decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
This one's complete. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Takes it on the shovel. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the catch. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. Picked off to stop the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll try to get the edge on the left. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he... Releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Ducks will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gives it on the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Beavers headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires one high and deep. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Running back searching for a hole. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field, score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fakes to grab. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. The Beavers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Beavers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Pulls and fires complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Power football with the run. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outlast the Beavers. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated.
it.